Hey folks, we're back with another stream for Mexico, and as you can see, we've replaced Daniel with a more competent replacement.
Yeah, Daniel, in the Paradox and Swedish tradition, got sick because it's that time of year in Sweden and in the Paradox Stockholm office for us to be sick.
Yes.
The door is still open.
The door is still open, so we'll, narrate to the rest of the office.
I'm sure the office is enjoying this
yes.
a lot right now. So, hypothetically, Gabriel,
yes.
let's say that for the last 2-3 sessions, I haven't been watching. What on earth are we doing?
That is a good question, because I was watching, I was streaming the last session, and I still don't know. But apparently we're trying to take over South America. As you do.
I mean, so looking through, one, I assume we're communist, which is why Trotsky is here. And yes, Daniel indeed is sick because he leaked too much information. Exactly. I'm here to make sure we definitely don't leak anything else because there's nothing else left to leak.
Exactly.
So we went down the communist path by the look. What?
Yeah.
How many civil wars did we have? Did we have any? Did Daniel manage to avoid them all?
I think he might have avoided most of them.
Most of them. That'll do. Oh, we haven't. Okay, and then we are currently doing a focus to get some annex war goals on our neighbors because they aren't proletariat enough or pro-proletariat enough.
Exactly. And they are our new neighbors because, we've taken over their old neighbors. Okay,
and apparently we are at war?
Yeah, when aren't you at war?
Oh, so I guess you guys declared on these guys, and they were guaranteed by the Axis.
Well, they joined the Axis and
okay, let's unpause, but slow it down just so I can get my bearings. This isn't my game, so I'll see what's been Why are we running at a deficit? Is this whole stream going to be me questioning Daniel and
Oh, definitely. That is the entire goal here.
Well, I guess we don't have that many people to. Japan's cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have an air force, a tiny air force, but an air force nonetheless. What are they doing over there?
You tell me.
Okay. Oh no, I can already tell this is going to be one of those streams.
Yeah.
We've got 3 units. What are these guys up to? Okay, so you just got a double line here, waiting for the war goal on Peru. What are these lads over here doing? Whoa! What just happened? Okay, so a bunch of people got called into the war. We're missing research.
I can only imagine Daniel watching us from his, sick bed and going like, "No, why are you? No, not that." Oh.
Okay, so you're not doing too bad on research, I guess. Looks to have. What are we? Whoa! Not doing too bad on research, missing in industry and decryption and encryption research. And there's these guys over here. This is occupied territory, I guess. So that's what that's about. This is all kind of making sense. I'm sort of caught up. And why hasn't he got his reinforcement? Come.
Daniel, if you're watching, your yearly performance review is coming up, and we'll have words with your manager.
I'm not impressed so far, Gabriel. I'm not gonna lie. It's there's a lot of shall we say minor inconsistencies in his setup. Okay, that's a decent template at least.
Yep.
Loads of infantry equipment, experience, and so why hasn't he upgraded it? What's the?
If only he were here to tell us.
Yeah, that's the great thing about him not being right, because we can just be as mean as we like to him.
Exactly.
And he can't defend himself. We don't have it. Oh dear. We don't have AA in our standard divisions or engineering companies?
Apparently we don't.
Okay.
Well, we don't have engineering companies because we haven't researched any.
Okay.
It's okay.
Is this just like a 911 call? Daniel's not actually sick. He just doesn't want to play this game that he's messed up. So sent me here to fix it.
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Right. Well, let's get this going a bit more because I don't know why we don't have any. Yeah, artillery's nice, but wait, are we missing artillery? No, it's just not updated. It's bring this all down a bit and just pump out a load of anti-air. Just tank my production efficiency for a brief period of time. Oh man, do you wanna talk about guns, Gabriel?
Oh man, there's no one here to stop us. Let's talk about some guns.
I forget that Mexico adopted the first ever semi-automatic service rifle for any military in the world.
Yes.
Being the Mondragon 1908 model. It wasn't very successful because it turns out that semi-auto mechanisms are hard. And
especially with, early 20th century technology.
Yes, very much so. Manufacturing them was very expensive, especially for an economy such as Mexico, and the ammo supply was so poor that the mechanisms wouldn't function properly with poor quality ammunition. So after I think they adopted like 400 of them, and were like, oh, never mind. Actually, this
was a terrible idea.
This was a terrible idea, but technically still an adoption, and therefore the first nation to adopt a semi-auto. Yay! War goals.
War goals.
War goals. Okay, let's get rocking. Are you guys assigned? You are now. What? 6 tactical bombers. Nice. That's a worthy investment.
I think we took those over from someone. Question in chat: will Germany get a reworked focus tree for a communist path? We have some very rough ideas on how that could look, and we kind of want to do it, but we have to, find a place in the release schedule.
I didn't realize we hadn't even started producing support equipment yet.
Yeah, Daniel found that out, late last stream.
Yeah. Oh, and there's a question in chat about, there's a statement in chat about feeling that more expensive guns are kind of worse. And that is kind of true from a pure maths point of view, and we are looking at that, like, yesterday. I'm not promising anything, but I'm hoping to do at least a little bit of a rework on them before release.
Yes.
And
before you ask, no, we're not going to tell you the release date.
Nope.
Will the Soviet Union get a new focus tree eventually? Yes, it's a bad focus tree.
Oof, shots fired.
I've been told by the person who made it that
it's a bad
focus tree.
Okay, fair enough. I am going to nationalize the oil fields because I feel like that's something a strong communist such as myself would do.
I believe that might piss off, your neighbor to the north.
Who cares about America's opinion?
Exactly.
Fight me. I mean, don't actually fight me. I don't. Yeah, no. Please don't. But right, let's start going for it a bit, shall we? We're definitely going to need to get at least AA and engineering companies in these divisions before we even consider starting anything with. Wow, there's a war going on, and I'm just ignoring it because I'm worried about production. That's.
It's smart.
Yep. I mean, what's the worst that could happen, Like. But we definitely.
Worst case scenario, we end the stream a bit early.
When did we get all this support equipment from? Oh my god. Never mind. Maybe we don't need that much.
I think we took over some countries at some point.
Oh, I must have missed that. I thought Mexico was always this size.
I mean, I'm not gonna blame you for poor Central American geography.
Oh, and he hasn't been upgrading his lead. What has been happening while I've been gone, Gabriel? You gotta keep your eye on him when. Oh no, I'm gonna get hell from him tomorrow for. Yes? No?
Sure.
What do we feel? I feel yes, but. Oh god. Wait, are they in any wars that we wouldn't necessarily want to be a part of? Oh, whoa. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, exactly.
What?
What's the guy?
Let's all pause the game for a second, because it's getting a bit much. We are stronger together, I agree.
Yes.
We also need infantry expert, which is what I've been trying to do this whole time.
Yeah, chat, the dev diary is out yet, and my colleague here is a QA, like Daniel.
Yeah, hi. I guess I didn't introduce myself. I'm a Nile. You will see me from time to time when Daniel is not available. I am the the other half, the better half of the Hoi Q18. Don't tell him I said that. He'll get mad at me.
Will there be more monarchist paths in this expansion? Yeah, there will actually be 2 additional monarchist paths. One for Britain and one for the Netherlands. I wanted to do one for America, but apparently the Americans didn't have a king. Well, I wasn't told.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they did have a king.
Mm-hmm.
I
think that comes later.
I think they just didn't like it very much.
You know, Elvis Presley, the first of his name.
See, I was more playing on the old... Oh, this is not going very well. I should have paid attention to it rather than fixing everything.
Turns out that, you know, pushing south through jungle into mountains.
Yeah.
Not that great.
No, definitely not. Right, and let's stop these guys having a plan and use them as more of a battering ram kind of dealio.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's exactly what I want you to do. Thank you.
No Huey Long as king this year. Yeah, well, unfortunately, in reality, he died in September 1935. I was well upset when I found that out.
Reality is always ruining all the fun plans in the Hoi team.
Kaiserreich has such an easy time. They can just go like, well, he didn't die, so...
There, problem solved.
Exactly. But yes, exactly, Patrick. America doesn't get a king, it gets a Caesar. Is this part of the expansion pass? Yes, it's the last expansion on the expansion pass.
Oof. Still need another 400 AA guns to upgrade. And just Spain just really wants me to...
It's probably a bad idea for Spain to join this war.
Yeah,
I have a
mean...
feeling.
Good luck with that one. Wow, I wonder how many German divisions we must be tying up that are sorely... I mean, I know how many. 50-ish.
It tells you.
It tells me right there. Maybe we'll actually get some help from the Soviet Union should our unfriendly neighbor to the north...
You think so?
I mean, I'm hoping so, because I don't fancy our chances of doing so good without them. I didn't realize.
Another question, will Italy get a rework? Yes, all the old vanilla trees are gonna get a rework at some point.
Including France.
Oh,
Hells yeah!
We'll make the MAS 36, give it the proper...
Best rifle in game.
Yeah. We can smoke it.
Could give it the respect it deserves.
Exactly.
Oh wait, what you doing there? Yellow boys, move over here. Come on. What's the hold up? I mean, maybe we just shouldn't have started a war in the mountains, you know?
That's it's a very accurate strategic observation. Usually you should do it before you kill several 100,000 of your own men.
We're not doing... Oh, I can't see the... Oh, okay, I guess we're doing kind of bad. But those are from before as well. Like, at least half of those to 90% of those are Daniel, not me.
Sure.
Wow, our stability is still really low.
Will Spain get a focus tree in future DLCs? Yes, we have a list of... Well, I say yes, but we have a list of countries we want to give focus trees to, and Spain is definitely very high on that list.
Yep.
I'm not, promising anything, and certainly not telling any time plans for that.
Yeah, but it's got a lot of very, very cool history, so
yeah.
A lot of potential.
Exactly.
Come on.
It would fit in really well with a DLC where we rework the Civil War system.
Will Scandinavia ever see the light of day in Hoi? It doesn't see the light of day in real life. Why would it see the light of day in Hoi?
At least not for a couple more months.
We're just going to talk about what is and isn't a future planned focus tree.
Yeah. Has there been discussions, thoughts about what region, group of nations is going to be next on the list for redesign? Yeah, there has been discussion. We're not going to share the results.
If they ask us enough questions, eventually we'll slip and leak something. Where do we want to go next, Gabriel? What are we doing? Do we want to try and get Brazil in? They're probably not going to
Probably not gonna say yes.
Yeah, but we can slowly turn them communist over time. Do we want to maybe focus on something that isn't like was?
Maybe build up our army a bit more before, you know, the Americans come.
I mean, 100% to land dock zones, free army, XP I don't necessarily need right now because I've started, what, 8 wars, but... Decisions.
Yes. Strategic decisions in a
strategy game?
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh my god. We need to talk to somebody about this.
Yeah, that's this.
How is our civilian economy actually doing?
Oh,
Not terrible. Not
pretty
terrible at all. Ah, it's because I'm... Wow. That's a lot of oil going out there.
Yeah. That's why you nationalized. But
I mean, I guess I need war support and stability. So we'll
the problem is the other focus would have kept the Americans from invading. But
I mean, I don't know if I've ever told you about this, Gabriel, but we can now cancel focuses.
that is an amazing segue.
Also, wait, do I want to stop the Americans from invading?
It still gives you base stability,
That's true.
of which you don't have that much.
But I mean, I feel like my 30-ish divisions can probably take the entire American army.
Yeah, the problem is your 30-ish divisions are in South America and would have to move to North America across an ocean where the American Navy,
Oh yeah.
you know, is gonna make a
That sounds like
bit
it
of the thing.
might be a problem. So I guess we'll do what you want to do.
Yeah. Be a dirtier piece there, I know.
I feel like that's just not what Hoi players should do. You should just take everything all the time. Let's see if we can get rid of this guy. Like, I really just... these... just... what are you doing, Japanese volunteers? Calm down. Everybody takes so long to move down here. You always forget about that until you play a South America game again.
It's not exactly Western Europe, is it?
No. I feel like infrastructure would have been useful. Whoops.
We want well, you're not getting Daniel. He's out sick.
Wow, my heart is broken, guys. Why do you want Daniel? I'm just the more British version of him.
You're not nearly hyperactive enough.
That's true. I should have drank a whole bunch of Red Bull before I got here.
Yes.
I can't... I mean, that kid can talk real fast.
Oh, yes.
Way faster than I could ever dream to talk.
And he doesn't stop.
Could I, like, be better? At the game or in life, bro? That hurts my feelings.
See, Daniel does leaks. See, Niall here is too professional.
Yeah, that's true.
Doesn't
I
leak.
like working here. I don't need a stern talking to every time I come up on a Wednesday afternoon.
At least not for this.
Yeah. They're just, like, relentlessly just attacking. My lines just don't have time to stabilize long enough because of the travel distance.
Yes, why not attack the tiny blue nation around Panama?
Yeah, it looks real small. Looks nice and easy to take.
I bet they don't have any, you know, big military. I don't see anything.
No, I don't see anything either. I mean, that's nothing. They've only got 4 infrastructure. I mean, come on, it's 1941. What you been doing? Like if I can... Oh no. I'm gonna lose real bad, Gabriel.
Are you? I mean, from where it looks here, from here, you're almost out of the jungle, and then into the mountains.
It's just it's a real struggle. Just hope to hold him for a bit, bleed him out a bit maybe, and these guys just still really want me in this war.
They just wanna help you.
Yeah, I feel like maybe they shouldn't be asking so eager to join this war.
Mm-hmm.
What else we have war goals on? Just hypothetically, in case I wanted to. Probably going to spend the PP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good idea.
Oh no, Romania.
Wait, what?
I think I just didn't click it because I clicked the pop-up instead.
Hmm.
Do you want me to check after the stream, Gabriel?
No, I think I'm good.
What do we want to do now?
Maybe we should finish off, you know, Peru before we...
I mean, we could also do a focus. It's not like we need the PP to save up.
Let's invite Brazil.
Let's see if we can spread the will of the people. Guy just isn't giving up. Yeah. Now I should be able to pin these guys so they can't reinforce, and finally flatten out this front line a bit. But, I mean, they must have a whole heap of volunteers. That's my excuse anyway for why I'm doing so poorly, because they definitely have a bunch of volunteers.
Oh, absolutely. I think they actually do.
I mean, they probably do. World tension is high enough for basically half the world to send volunteers to everybody.
But the Axis are at war, are they not?
That's true, they are. Don't necessarily know if I want any other support companies, because I'm just not going to be able to support putting them into the field. Where are you guys off to? Constant notification spam. Let's check on resources.
Maybe, you know, get some steel going.
Yeah. But hypothetically, that will use all my construction factories, because I guess nobody wants fuel anymore. Yeah, nobody wants fuel anymore.
Also, you still have strikes going on.
I do, because of course the effect hasn't gone away yet. Ooh, what's this? Where do we get this from, Gabriel?
Execute coastal defense plan? That is, I have no idea. I think it might be Mexico decision. Very specific one that just spawns some fortresses.
1941, still no radio. What? I mean, don't blame me. I had nothing to do with this.
You had 20 minutes with this game.
Yeah, I've literally showed up 20 minutes ago, and I'm trying. I promise.
We should do this more often. Like, you know, let Daniel play 2 sessions and let someone else take over.
I don't know. The problem is I don't know what he was planning on doing, or if he was planning to do anything at all. You know, I wasn't. I didn't get a debrief. He's just at home in bed.
Every once in a while, he sends a mail that goes like, "I'm still sick, guys.
Still sick.
Still sick. So sick." Sounds like our City Skylight streams.
Free civilian factories. So we'll take those. How can we have so much manpower? Is it because we don't have that much in the field? Got a decent amount in the field, so what happened there? We'll wait and I'll upgrade with AA and engineers, and then we'll see how our manpower situation is.
Oh no, there's a unit in the small blue nation around Panama.
I guess they finally worked out that this is not a good time.
No.
They have so many units. Let's just keep. We're gonna be here all. Whoops.
We're gonna be here all week.
I mean, I was gonna say all 1941, but yeah.
That's also possible. There we go.
I mean, this guy seems confident that he's gonna do a good job, so I'll just let him run the place. I mean, at this point, it wouldn't surprise me, judging by how low their equipment and manpower seems to be.
They must be running out eventually.
Yeah. And then we'll just march on down and get into another war in the mountains.
because that worked out so well the first time.
It's tradition in South America that you just get into constant wars in the mountains. It's just what you do.
I had not heard this.
Boom. Really enjoying being able to spend XP on research at the moment.
Oh yeah.
I know it's still kind of a novelty, and maybe I'll get over it. But right now, it's fantastic.
Yeah, really gives you something to do. Also, once you've updated your division templates.
Yeah, and kind of discourages you from like blasting through the naval, the doctrine trees immediately.
Yeah, the naval tree is the one you're not supposed to show off.
Yeah. Okay. Roger. Because I was really planning on expanding the Mexican Navy to its full glory.
I mean, how else are you gonna compete against the US? looks like your Spanish buddies want to send you some stuff.
What's kind of a radio?
Oh wow!
I mean, sure. Go ahead. Let's see if any actually make it there. Oh my! We haven't done decryption and encryption. It's okay. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
But that probably would help a bit. I am not going to leak anything, chat.
you heard it.
Yeah. So that way when they cut together the Twitch clips later on,
yes,
I can eat my words.
They're just going to cut that in between each leak. I'm not going to leak anything. Bam.
Bam.
Oh no, we are allied with the Americans. I think.
We think.
Yes.
I mean, I think.
Yeah,
I mean, we should be fine because we're fighting the Axis.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. No. That should do it.
Let's just. Everything will be fine.
It's gonna be fine. Yeah. Well.
Yeah. See, now they're gonna take all of these troops away from my border and definitely send them over here instead. Oh. I was really hoping that communism would win the day in Europe, but it's not looking too optimistic. Let's just shorten this yellow line. I meant to use these guys as a battering ram and then completely forgot. Yeah, I won't do Hoi leaks. I'll just do all the other Paradox game leaks.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it's going to work.
We could start leaking old stuff. Have you guys heard that in the next EU4 expansion they're gonna have pirates?
Yeah. You guys heard about the new Holy Fury expansion?
Oh yeah, man.
It's gonna be good.
Do we want to leak the release date for that?
I don't like that. I kind of like that because it looks cool.
Yeah.
That's just some killer art. But I don't know if it's all that useful right this second, considering I don't really have an air force. Maybe we just chill for a bit. We've gotten pretty far down the tree.
Mm-hmm.
The Vanguard of the 4th International, which grants non-core manpower 5%.
That's actually pretty useful.
Yeah.
You also get a puppet
war call against the Soviet Union, which I'm definitely gonna get on to use.
I'm gonna get on that straight away.
I mean, we need to eradicate all false communism across the world.
Absolutely. In the next 30 minutes.
Yeah, no problems. Why are you retreating?
No problems. Why are you retreating? That's kind of well. You have a naval base down there. You're fine.
Yeah. No one should retreat. Them's the rules.
No retreat, no surrender.
Yeah, I run a tight ship here.
There'll be none of this retreating nonsense.
Yeah. You guys gonna... Oh, it takes... I mean, personally, I've never walked through the jungles and forests of South America, but it can't be as difficult as these guys make it out.
No. I mean, you're walking downhill. Come on.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. It's like, oh, there's trees and rivers in the way. It's like, Shut up. Just walk.
As if there are no trees and rivers in Western Europe, right?
Right?
And they can get it done.
Sweet. They got in there, which means we can send you boys south. And everybody should slowly start moving south in the Red Army. It's just going to take forever. What's going on in chat? Not one step back policy. I mean, you're allowed to take a step back. You're just not allowed to retreat as a whole division.
Exactly. Planning to be the only streamer. Oh no, I'm not planning to be the only streamer.
You sure? You're gonna get a who sponsors Twitch streamers these days? I don't even know.
Look, I'm old enough to make that joke. You're not.
No, see, I was gonna make a relevant joke about like, oh, this company will get you sponsored, but I have no idea. And I'm the open quotes young one of this particular duo. Did I research motorized?
Someone researched motorized, evidently.
Was it me?
It's very possible.
I feel like that wasn't me. I have no idea what just happened there. I just have motorized now. I didn't even finish a research. Work in progress build.
Yes.
I'll...
I mean, we're absolute, we are consummate professionals.
Consummate professionals.
Consummate.
Come on. This has to be the longest invasion of South America in the history of mankind.
I mean, there were a lot of invasions of South America in the 40s. Chet believes you did finish motorized research.
As in, I did, or did Daniel did?
Someone did.
That was amazing English right there. Come on. Just get on a train and get your ass down here. I need... Everybody calm down over here. You guys, get your ass moving.
Apparently Daniel researched it, or started researching it, so you're good.
Why would he do that? What's the plan? What was the plan?
He wanted some, motorized...
Wanted some trucks.
Support divisions, units, things, what they called, battalions.
With the confidence you're talking, Gabriel, I can clearly see that this is a plan that he discussed with you before he did it.
Oh yeah, and in depth.
In depth, but very quickly.
Yes, as he is wont to do.
Why is the infrastructure around here so poor? Were you guys just never planning on moving north, ever?
Apparently.
Like, you got it. Infrastructure is the key. Field hospitals. Oh, is he worried about manpower? That makes sense.
Also, trucks go brum brum. That is very correct.
Trucks do go brum brum. Brum brum or brum brum?
Brum brum.
I'm a brum brum man myself.
You're more of a brum brum man, I see.
Yeah. Hey, I should have enough AA. And maybe support?
Maybe?
Yeah, enough support. That's the wrong one.
See, that's what happens when you don't play with NATO counters.
Let's not start the NATO counter conversation while live on Twitch, Gabriel. You know it gets pretty ugly pretty fast.
That's true. It's a very heated conversation.
There was a bug the other day, Gabriel.
What's that?
When NATO counters would appear when you had NATO counters disabled.
I usually don't see the issues because I have NATO counters enabled.
And it took every part of my being to not P1, blocker, must fix,
yes.
darn now, seriously, I'm actually emotionally distressed.
If you're wondering why we still haven't released, it's this kind of bug. We're still busy removing all the NATO counters from places where they should be.
I'm just saying, just remind me, Gabriel, what year the NATO counter system was started to be we've
had this conversation before.
Yeah.
They are based on tactical symbols the US Army used in World War II.
Yeah, sure. So why aren't they called US Army World War II tactical symbols?
Because that doesn't fit localization-wise. in the enable it in the
That's
checkbox.
A good reason, but I don't care. NATO didn't exist yet, therefore I win argument. If you just got here, Daniel is sick. we're communist Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
We're liberating South
Peru.
America.
Yes.
South and Central America.
Very slowly.
Very slowly. Yeah, during the initial invasion of Peru, I was more interested in fixing my production than fighting a war, and that appears to have been quite a large mistake on my part. And I'm still upset we don't have any decryption or encryption tech. I'll be fine. Everything's fine.
You're gonna have words with Daniel when he comes back.
Just everything's fine.
Okay.
I just like it's 2018.
Yes.
What are you doing without encryption tech? You know.
Sometimes hard choices have to be made.
That's not a hard choice. You get encryption and decryption tech. Like, I see the horse. I know it's a horse.
I believe they are discussing the various, usefulness of the icons versus.
Oh, they're still on the NATO counter argument.
There we go.
Okay, so that took 20 minutes longer than it should have.
Mm-hmm. And about 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is, Gabriel, I think we're just gonna have to keep going south because I think that
We're kind of allied to the north now.
I mean, kind of nebulously.
Mhm.
I mean, we still need to share the glorious ideology that is communism up there.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe for the time being,
We set our, alliance status to it's complicated.
Yeah, I don't know. Just gotta wait for all these guys to be cleared up. Let's click the speed up a bit. And then I guess,
Chet points out that the reason why Daniel leaks so much is because he doesn't have decryption tech.
don't you need encryption tech
Oh,
for
right,
that?
yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's the badger. Oh no, looks like Japan's winning.
Gosh.
Okay, I'm just gonna do a quick... Oh yeah, right. There is no discussion about what we should be doing. Never mind.
Mhm.
Because
No
I'm mildly worried about what technologies I do and don't have and just don't realize I don't have. If that... Did that sentence make sense,
Mhm.
Gabriel? I feel like that sentence made sense. Okay, so... super quickly, murder Bolivia. Those words I'll be eating in about 5 minutes. And then have an easier job against Chile.
Yes, and you're finally linked up with your buddies in Paraguay.
Oh, hell! I didn't even see those guys. How you doing? I don't know if I want to call them in, though, because then they might, like, decide that part of the territory's
Mhm.
there, and that's just not on.
That's absurd.
And I guess we're going to need more resistance fighting down here. Should probably just grab a... How are these looking? Well, you tried.
And maybe you need to research some... what they're called? Military police?
Maybe. I mean, I feel like the research situation is bad enough without... I think the research situation is bad enough without doing that. Free civilian factories, yes please.
I think you just closed some kind of pop-up.
It probably wasn't important.
Nah, it's fine.
It wasn't fine, was it? This is where I find out the US is slowly eating me.
No.
Oh my god.
Oh, they're going for tank destroyer doctrine. Interesting.
I'm doomed.
Well, you're not at war with them yet.
That said, maybe I won't be here next session and it'll be Daniel's problem. And
I believe next session might actually be the Netherlands.
ooh. I don't know. That kind of decision making is well above my pay grade.
Exactly.
Boom, infantry expert.
There you go. Oh yeah, and you haven't taken the Galapagos Islands.
Aren't I at war with people that have navies?
Yeah, a couple. None of them should be around here, though.
Yeah, fair enough.
Not sure. Can you actually transfer your ships through the Suez Canal?
I won't need to. I do not believe.
Well, you need naval superiority to invade, don't you?
Do I?
Fair enough. You do you.
I keep forgetting, I put down the speed to try and catch up and then forget to put it back up. I know, like, Daniel just plays constantly speed 5. Is that what the people want?
That's how the kids do it these days.
Clog divisions. Nice. The Netherlands get cyclists?
I'm pretty sure they do. I think Trico's added that. Just, for historical accuracy.
Historical accuracy.
Absolutely.
Why don't we have a naval leader assigned? Look at that. Oh, that's a fine mustache right there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Alright. Let's rock and roll. Bolivia join the Axis. Nice, because that's not the Allies. And this war appears to be going slightly better than the last time I invaded a country.
The last time you invaded a sovereign nation.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just telling you, Gabriel, don't Ooh.
Ooh.
What's going on? Zoot suit riots.
Yes.
Isn't a zoot suit a thing from the 70s?
Wearing extravagant clothes. I've been targeted for
they must be both a threat to both America and Mexico. Thank you. English is my first language, and therefore I struggle with it every day.
Yes. I mean, you get better the more languages you learn.
At English?
At speaking in general.
Oh. That explains a lot, because I only know half a language. When do you play the Netherlands?
We'll see.
Yeah. That's above my pay grade, so I don't actually know. It's not that I'm not telling you, I just don't know.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the plan is.
Go on.
And, yeah. Are we going to do this? Yes, we do.
Boom! My boats, they follow the divisions.
Nice.
Dream come true.
Exactly.
This is where it breaks. Live on stream.
Nope.
Oh, I mean, it does break in the sense that I'm bad at naval invasions. Go back. Take all of these guys and take your time planning it.
Wait, was that Bolivia who just capitulated?
Yeah.
That went a lot faster than I had expected.
It's because this time I wasn't paying attention either, but for some reason it worked out.
Nice. Good.
I did it. I'm a competent Hoi player again. Do I get to keep my job?
Well, we'll see. But you have reason to be optimistic.
And then we'll invade these guys, and then I don't know. Like if it's the last stream,
we should do something crazy.
It's just like maybe we die gloriously on the Mexico-American border.
I'm not sure that's how that's gonna work out.
We're gonna lose real bad.
I mean, we're gonna die, no questions asked.
Yeah,
it's just the glorious part that.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
fair enough. Okay. Oh, so these guys aren't gonna be done forever. So as soon as these guys move down, what am I doing? Pushing the wrong button. That's what I'm doing. I mean, can you confirm to me live on air, Gabriel, that this is definitely the last stream, and if I go to war with America, I'm not messing it up for whoever has to play next week?
You just have to hold long enough for the stream to end, and if we make another stream, then it's going to be Daniel's problem again.
I don't think he's just going to let me that slide, though. I sit next to him every day. He can make my life hell if he would like to. The moral victory.
Moral victory.
We'll have Panama. That's true. We will have Panama. We can just sit behind. Actually, we're just going to get navally invaded from everywhere. So before... I'll start building some garrison divisions to guard the ports. And then maybe we'll go for America. Maybe not. I don't know.
I think people want to see that.
People want to see it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if there's if there's anything that I learned from my incredibly brief my very brief time in show business, it's to give the people what they want.
Yes. When were you in show business?
Oh, that's a whole other story for. Buy me a couple of beers and take me to a quiet bar first, and then I'll tell you the story.
That kind of story. What are our favorite focus trees? I actually kind of like the German Kaiser path.
I am a huge fan of the Chinese focus tree.
Really?
I love it dearly, but I'm one of these people that everyone says, well, the vanilla trees are kind of meh on the team. I'm still a strong proponent of the French one. It's really small. It's very focused. It has like no focuses beyond like 39?
41.
Sure. But that initial kind of the history behind it and like what it does, super good. It was like my favorite one at release, and it still just has that little soft spot in my heart.
Yeah.
But I am also a bit of a Francophile, so maybe I'm incredibly biased.
That's a possibility.
It is a possibility.
I mean, quite like it because it's the first one we made that really allows for some alt history stuff.
Yeah, and I think it's really well done alt history stuff as well, because it's what? It's probably a quarter of the size of our focus trees these days. 3 more days. How's it going down here? Charge.
Well, you're outflanking them, so...
I mean, they just don't have enough divisions to hold the border. They're still trying to hold the border with my ally as well in case they invade. I just need to rack up a bunch of stuff to build. Well, let's improve infrastructure here and here and here and here. And here. And not there. I don't know why I did that. Boom.
It's a Francophile loving France or nationalist Spain. That's a good pun.
When people are really want that release date, Gabriel.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to wait for a while longer.
I mean, I think they just showed up in case we were gonna leak it.
Yeah, and they're gonna come back next week to see if we'll leak it next week.
Wow. Okay. Looking decent on pretty much everything. I'm gonna get my support equipment production up a bit. Gonna drop my artillery. Go back to the good times. And then see. Actually, this is a bad idea. I was about to say I was going to see if I can outproduce America on fighters, but I tell you what I can't do is outfuel America on fighters. So maybe it's time to get some weapons 3
the
going.
Mendoza.
Yeah. Problem is I don't have a whole lot of steel. I should have thought this through, because usually I just buy my steel from the US, but that seems counterproductive to the plan.
I don't think that's, sustainable.
Oh, right. Yep, there's a war going on. I swear I do know how to play Hoi. I just keep forgetting what I'm doing. It's likely to leak the whole DLC before we get the release date. Yeah.
Well, at some point we're going to start on another DLC for him to leak, right?
Yeah. We should just make up fake DLCs so that Daniel can work on them and leak them, and then
apparently there was a thing they did, when people were looking through Steam files or the Steam database, they just made up weird DLC names.
But yeah, this is totally real.
Yeah.
Right.
At some point they stop.
Let's see if I'm not as much as a failure this time. Have this guy. I have no idea who he is or if he's any good, but he's a leader. I do have a lot of PP.
That is very true.
Come on. Invade. Be successful. Am I not going to be successful again?
It's going to be a longer thing, but
right.
You're gaining.
Yeah, I'll call that a win. We don't need to know if I win. We'll just call it one.
It was a moral victory.
I mean, they don't need to see whether I win or not.
The real victory were the friends we made along the way.
Yeah, in the middle of the sea.
Exactly.
That would have been real helpful, and so would have that, like...
About an hour ago.
Yeah, about 4 years ago. Is this the one I think it is? Yes, it is. Boom. Civilian factories and ace pilots. Yes, please. Where's all my...
I don't think we fought anyone with an air force, so...
Yeah, but I mean, that doesn't make that doesn't make, I was going to say plane boys any less cool then, but I've been told that boy is in fact not a technical term and I can't keep using it all the time.
Yeah, looks like you actually took that over.
Yeah.
And apparently you can integrate certain territories to get, to core them.
I mean,
That's the idea, at least. Let's just invite. Alright, that might have been another focus that you haven't taken yet.
I haven't been here for the last few weeks, Gabriel.
Uh-huh.
I'm flying blind, so I'll assume you weren't lying to me then.
I dimly remember something like that.
Dimly
It's
remember.
all coming back to me now.
I just feel like we're going to need a lot of everything when we eventually go to war with the US, but I don't know how much of everything we exactly need, if that sentence made any kind of sense. How much time we got? 10 minutes.
Alright.
Alright. Why are the damn Germans here again? I'm starting to think they don't like me. If they're at war with me or something.
What are all these damn Germans doing is also something the French said in 1940.
Right, we need to get a... brain? We need to get a garrison order basically everywhere on every port, because there is no way in hell I am sending my navy out to even pretend to try and fight the US.
Yep.
We'll die horribly and immediately if we do that.
Yep.
We're gonna have time. Gonna have time.
I have time. It's gonna be fine.
Gonna have time to immediately declare the war and then nothing else.
Yes, go, Daniel, take it from here.
Yeah, exactly. Be like, good luck. Good luck, have fun.
Yep. Mostly good luck. It's not gonna be fun.
Oh god, I need even more divisions. I'm gonna use half my manpower to garrison most. I mean, that's what you get for taking so much territory, I guess. If you can't defend, you shouldn't be expanding. Alright, everybody calm down. Just take the capital. It should be golden. But we're not going to be able to take the capital because everyone's super low on org. So we're going to have to give them some time to chill out. Oh, okay, 8 minutes. Is there somebody in after? Are we going to get thrown out?
I believe there is someone coming in after us. I'm not sure who, but...
Somebody is talking tangentially related. All of the French territories now have proper puppets to be released.
Yes, but they don't start out released. Like,
no, they don't start out released, but you now can.
Yeah. We're being told we have 2 minutes.
That's not enough time.
It's not a lot of time, though.
It's not enough.
I guess people will have to buy the DLC and play it themselves.
Yeah, they can also lose horribly against the United States.
Exactly.
Hello. I hear voices in my head.
Yeah, I mean that's normal. In this case, I believe they're in front of the room.
Okay, right. I have a master plan. We're gonna get our divisions there. we're going to declare the war, we're going to make a save, and we're going to end the stream.
Exactly. And if next week Daniel goes like, and now we've decided to play the Netherlands, you will all know why.
Come on. Move those asses. God, it is really jarring though, jumping into somebody else's game.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever done this before. It's quite strange because you're not exactly sure what early moves they made and like what their grand plan was. I should have probably talked to Daniel, but he is in the sick bed, so.
Yep.
These guys aren't gonna. They're moving slow as hell because there's no infrastructure down here.
You might have to, you know, declare the
War
war
with an empty border.
before you're fully ready.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
Exactly, it won't be your problem, right?
Are we doing on time? It's probably time.
60 seconds.
No.
Is Daniel dead? No, not
Wait,
yet, although he
leak
might...
naval part 2? Did we leak something? No!
you did open the naval production screen for a second.
Did I?
Yes, to build more convoys.
I nearly made it all the way through the stream.
Yes, you were doing so well.
And I even said I wasn't going to leak anything. If I'm not here next week, you know it's because I got fired. Hell hath no fury like Dan Lind.
At the last minute, yeah. I believe that was Nurgle just now, getting the paperwork ready.
Yeah. He's sending a VHS copy to Dar.
You know,
remember VHS's kids?
I was just gonna comment on that.
We're not gonna have time to get troops to the border, so I think we might have to call it here.
Yes, let's.
It would have been so sweet to, like, look how close they are. Should have just rushed them with no organization to the front. Yep. Then at least.
Rappy time.
Rappy time.
Rappity time.
Rappity dappity time. Oh, what am I doing? I'm saving. You didn't see that. You didn't see all the saves that were there. So, what did we do?
Well, we took over several sovereign nations.
Yep. We definitely didn't leak anything.
Exactly.
But thanks for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. It was a pleasure, and maybe I will see you next time, or maybe we'll be back to normal stuff, and maybe it'll be Mexico, and
maybe we'll get fired.
See ya.
See ya.